Hey folks, it's me again. We're going to make a delicious, healthy dinner tonight with salmon and lots of greens. So I just want to show you because a lot of you have asked, well, how do you put this together, Angel? So we're going to do this together and give you a little, preliminary on how to do it. Most of the prep work I've already done. I have soaked the salmon and I have chopped up all my greens and got everything prepared so I don't have to, waste time in telling you all of that. So chop up everything that you need: onions, garlic, and cilantro, and chives, and whatever seasonings you like. I like a lot of seasonings, so I go out in the garden and that's what I get. So let me take you to this now. Here's our salmon, right? I've already kind of prepared it, and I'm going to add some mushrooms. I've got red onions on there, and I've got garlic, chopped garlic, and I'm going to put all these right on top of there. And let's see, we're going to squirt some lemon on there because lemon gives it that nice flavor. And today I'm going to add a little salsa too, just for a little extra spicy taste, all right? Everybody has their own kind of seasonings they like. I like to add a little pep to it, so I like to add a little cayenne pepper. Not too much, because not everybody likes that. Hot. And some Goya seasoning. Alright? And that's the salmon. So that'll be ready. That's going to go in the oven at around 350, 375. So we're going to get that ready for you. Put that right into the oven. And we're going to let that cook by itself. All right. Then we're going to make some rice pilaf here. The water is already boiling, so I'm just going to throw in the rice. Yeah, I don't really get into the big rice thing. I just throw it in there and keep it moving. So this is not coming out. Alright, that's the seasoning. If I get it out, alright, we'll get back to that. So I got the seasoning out and I put that in the rice pilaf, and we're just going to boil that for like 20 minutes. And while that's cooking, I'm going to put the top part on because I want to simmer some asparagus, because I don't want it. I just throw that right in there, right? Swish it around, and I might add some butter on it in a few minutes just to give it some flavor. Then we've got our some onions and mushrooms and celery, red onions, celery, red and garlic, and mushrooms, okay? Because we're gonna put all the greens in there in a little while. I'm not quite ready to put them in there yet because I want to wait for the salmon to cook. And then when that's almost done and the rice pilaf is almost done, it only takes like maybe 5 to 7 minutes to cook the greens. So the greens are all ready, you see. And in a few minutes, we'll come back and we're going to throw them in. We have BokChoy and we have Kale. So we're going to have a really delicious bunch of greens. We're also going to use coconut oil into the into our mix here because coconut oil is very healthy for you, and rather than any of the other oils. Olive oil is good too, but if you can add coconut oil to your meals, you're actually doing something healthy for yourself. So I just wanted you to know that. It's also very nutritional for you, especially if you have high cholesterol like I do. When I do cook the greens, I'm going to add lemon to it. I'm not going to actually put it in yet, but we're going to just sprinkle it on for seasoning. So we'll be right back in a few minutes. So dinner's almost ready. We got a few more minutes left with the rice pilaf. So now it's time to get the kale going. So we're going to fire up the fire here and get the greens cooking. Now, one thing I'm going to be using is almonds, a handful of almonds, because almonds are very, 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 very good for you. It's got lots of protein, plus it's good for high cholesterol, and you know, you need it. So, and it gives it a little crunchy feeling, and that's always good. We're also going to add some cilantro seasoning, and we're going to put all of our greens in just like that. And then we're going to a couple more almonds there to give it some crunch. We're going to squeeze some lemon onto it, because lemon kind of like gives it a little tangy taste. Then we're going to add some seasoning salt. And basically you're just going to simmer it down. Don't need a lot of seasoning, just a little bit. We're going to simmer this down and let it kind of do its thing. Let's get this over here, and we're going to cover up. So we got bok choy, and we got green curly kale. That's the best, I'm telling you. So we're going to let that sit for a few minutes, and we're going to cover it. I'm going to put my cover here, and this sort of helps keep it in place. We get the fire on. So we're going to be back in a few minutes, and everything should be done. The salmon is already ready, so that's going to be coming out, going on the plate, and the rice pilaf and the asparagus will be done in just a few minutes. So the greens are almost done here, as you can see. Everything is all cooked, so we're going to shut the fire off, and the rice pilaf and the asparagus is done. So we're going to get ready to eat. We're getting ready for the plate. I'm so excited. So we got our greens, and we're going to scoop them up, put them right there on the plate, and voila, we have our delicious green vegetable meal, and it is so nutritional. You got your salmon with mushrooms, onions, garlic, and celery, rice pilaf, and we've got bok choy and green kale, curly kale, and asparagus. And we got some spices. This is a jalapeno from the garden, and we're just going to break off a little piece and sprinkle it on there when we're ready to eat it. And I'm getting ready to do that right now because it's so delicious. I can't wait to eat this food because I am actually starving. Bon appetit! Delicious.